fans to bring in and use sticks to attack them. But in this collection, only one weapon, a knife in the top left-hand corner, has been confiscated since 1985. The checks mean the fans will no longer risk trying to get the weapons into the stadiums. These so-called calling cards were left by Forest hooligans on victims who'd been beaten up or stabbed. They too are no longer found. So the signs look good, or do they?
I think that we should avoid going back saying that we can guarantee Europe that our supporters won't cause problems. The situation abroad is very different than it is here. Our experiences in the past suggest that English supporters do get involved in difficulties quite a lot. So I think we really have to say let's go back and see how we can behave.
The efficiency of modern policing means English stadiums are undoubtedly safer, and that has meant hooligans have gone further afield in search of confrontation. They've smashed up pubs, and bouncers have to be employed to vet Saturday lunchtime drinkers.
Two of the worst disorders have occurred both before and after the match, away from the ground. And it's meant the police have had to rethink their philosophy. We've got to ensure now that we use very valuable police resources in the right places. A build-up of spectators in public houses or in a city centre is quickly brought to our attention because we use plainclothes officers to infiltrate in the cities to ensure we know where the opposing fans are.
Despite a massive police presence, last month when England played Holland at Wembley, there was more trouble. 400 fans went on the rampage through Soho, but it was several miles from the stadium itself. Is it then fair to describe that as football violence?
Well, what did happen last week at the England-Holland game, young man? Very little happened. A few people went into Soho and got drunk and got arrested, and they carried the label of football hooligans. There are people in Soho getting arrested every single night of the week, and there's no football matches at all. Soho is a place where you go to drink and get arrested.
The facts suggest there's no good reason to leave the English teams out and allow the Dutch in particular and the Germans and Spaniards and Italians to play on. They're all experiencing levels of trouble we haven't had since 1985.
Well, I've seen matches between two continental sides and worse hooliganism than I've ever seen. You know, we haven't got it in this country, except with a minority of fans.
I didn't think the governing body had any option but to ban English clubs. I feel now that the ban has been served in a sense, and I feel we could be allowed and should be allowed back into Europe now.
There's little doubt the Europeans agree. Even the city, terrorised by Liverpool thugs in 1985, Brussels, has just declared it wants English clubs back in Europe.
Das ist sicherlich auch kontrollierbar über einen entsprechenden Kartenverkauf.
We have our fears, but a strict control on the sale of tickets should help. We want...
No, I hate to see the way the finger points at me.
This year, and this penalty save from Martin Granger, another for his album. Besant is about to be offered a new contract.